Flashy, sophisticated, futuristic, colorful, and blanketed over towering green hills and mountains, Seoul is a megacity that's absolutely drenched in South Korea's distinctive identity and culture. From an East Coast American perspective, however, Korea's traditional food is really just starting to take off in a market dominated by Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, and Thai cuisine. That said, I really didn't know what to expect from South Korea's culinary palette, except perhaps Korean barbecue. Here's the thing, Korean food is phenomenal, meat-heavy, smoky, occasionally sweet, and actually quite healthy. Here are some of the meals and street foods I experienced in Seoul that really capture the taste of the city. Kimchi Jjigae. Kimchi stew is a classic Korean stew, and it's very interestingly prepared. The noodles and broth are placed on a burner right in front of you and cooked, which is quite fascinating. A series of additional stew toppings come prepped on the table right in front of you, and the stew comes with a thick bowl of thick, sticky white rice. The pork is so tender and fresh, and the broth is quite spicy. I can see why this is a Korean favorite.
So this young guy sitting next to me saw that I was really struggling with the layout and the setup of the dishes and all that good stuff, and turning on my own burner and all of that. So he walked me through how to eat my food. And then he realized it was my first time in Korea and bought me a drink. Just a total stranger that was kind of sitting next to me. I mean, Koreans are so nice. What the heck? This would never fly in the United States. We're really mean people. Don't take too much offense to that if you're American. I'm American too, we're mean.
Korean barbecue. Served communally, Korean barbecue is more an act than a dish. On a central burner at your table, much like with kimchi stew, delicious, super thin cuts of beef are placed amidst vegetables like onions and mushrooms to sizzle, and are served alongside sticky white rice and a delicious spread of sauces and veggies. It's a cool and delicious experience that you even get to cook for yourself. Korean sticky rice cakes and herbal tea. Nothing quite gets you through some intense jet lag like sweets and caffeine. Fortunately, Seoul is prepared to handle even the most jet-lagged of travelers. Sticky rice cakes taste like your typical rice cake, except they're soft, and when you dip them in honey, they're perfectly sweet. Pork belly. On a bed of purple-hued rice, I was able to enjoy some truly mouth-watering Korean pork belly. Cut into thin strips, with scissors interestingly, this stuff is the real deal. You'll notice that, in general, meat in Korea is top tier.
So Seoul's got a lot of good street food, and one of the traditional ones is called ulmuk. I think I pronounced that right, ulmuk. And they're like fried fish cakes that they serve you in a cup full of broth. It's a really interesting street food, and it tastes like fish soup.
After the moist and soft fish cake is said and done, the leftover broth makes for a perfect sipping snack as you wander about. It makes you feel all nice and cozy. BBQ chicken skewers. Another street food that you'll find in corner stands is BBQ chicken skewers. Freshly cooked and of questionable meat quality, these are delicious, moist, and doused in a tangy barbecue sauce. I only spent a few days in Seoul, and these are just a few of the must-tries you'll find that capture the overall taste of the city and, further, the country of South Korea, and it's far from a comprehensive list. That said, I'm certain I missed plenty of the defining eats in this Korean megacity, so share your recommendations and favorites for myself and for one another in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.